Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be cleaning out my biggest shame. That would be my oven. I cook far too much and I have let it go on way too long without giving it a good clean. So this is going to be an offshoot video of my kitchen deep clean, and I will link that for you if you're interested. And I figured that I would just show you guys how I clean the oven separately with baking soda and vinegar. So like I said, my oven is in desperate need of help. Don't judge me. And if your oven is just as bad, let me know in the comments. Make me feel a little bit better about myself for letting things go far too long. But let's get to it.
First thing I did was I took out the racks so those could be cleaned separately. And then what I did was I just kind of scraped loose any heavy debris on the bottom, and I vacuumed those out so there wasn't a whole lot of loose stuff in the bottom. I then mixed baking soda with just enough water so that you have a paste-like consistency. Then what we want to do is spread your paste all over the bottom and the sides and the door and the back, spread everywhere that you have a lot of grime and grease built up. Once you get your oven covered, you want to let it sit like 4 to 6 hours, or preferably overnight. I ended up leaving mine overnight because I noticed there was some stuff in between the doors that I wanted to clean out, and I didn't have the proper tools to open the door, so I actually had to go out to Lowe's that night and buy an Allen wrench so that I could get the doors apart. And here I am just cleaning off the oven racks. I didn't have enough baking soda left, but this is something that you could also put in baking soda and let it dry, and it'll help get rid of the heavy stuck on like black grease and all that. I also removed the bottom drawer of the oven, and I'm just vacuuming it out right now, and so I can vacuum underneath the oven as well. This is the next day now after you've let your baking soda dry overnight or for those 4 to 6 hours. What you're going to do then is scrub it. I'm just using like the rough side of a sponge and it works just fine. And you're going to scrub all your baking soda mixture off and it takes a little elbow grease to get the harder stuck on stuff, but it works really well. You guys, the inside of my oven was so ridiculously dirty. And I can't even tell you how old this oven is. We ended up buying this house from my husband's mom and stepdad, and they had lived here for quite a few years before we ever bought the house. And we had been living in it for several years before we actually bought it ourselves. So this oven was basically given to us with the house, and I can't tell you when the last time that it had ever really been deep cleaned like this. I had run, the cleaning cycles, the self-cleaning and stuff in the oven and wiped it down and whatnot, but I have never gone through and really gave it a deep clean like this. Honestly, I just need somebody to check in with me every now and then, apparently. Say, hey, when's the last time you cleaned out your oven? I mean, it's bad, when you're cooking stuff and all you can smell is it burning, but it's not actually burning. It's just all the crap at the bottom of your oven that's actually burning. When I did this, I couldn't believe how much stuck on black gunk there was, but the baking soda really is effective and it comes off relatively easy. All right, now that the hard part is over, what you're going to do is then take vinegar. What I'm using is actually a lemon and vinegar all-purpose cleaner that I have homemade, but regular vinegar works just fine. and you're gonna go through your oven and wipe down any leftover residue. If you guys are interested in the all-purpose cleaner that I home make, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe to this video if you like what you see and you want to see more like this. This is what I was talking about, the drops in between the glass. It's a little hard to catch on video, but I don't even know how these got there, how long they've been there, but this is definitely something that have been bugging me for a long time, and I really needed to take care of it. I couldn't get through the door underneath like a lot of people can their ovens, so I had to use, I believe it was the T16 size Allen wrench to just pry these two screws open and get in between my doors. This would have been a good place to be able to also use baking soda and let it sit. I didn't have the patience to let it sit any longer, given that I'm almost 8 months pregnant here, and this was going to work out, let me tell you. But I ended up just using a sponge, and I did a little bit of regular baking soda. I just didn't let it sit on there for very long. I got the door back on, and I made sure it had a good final wipe down inside and out. And that's about it, you guys. It really is that easy. It might be a little bit time consuming, but it's totally worth it and totally cost effective. You don't need any harsh chemicals like oven cleaner. You go from this disgusting mess to beautifully clean. And I hope this helps some of you guys who are looking to clean out your oven. Make sure you like and subscribe this video. I'll see you all next time.